Hello guys, and welcome back to the Talos Principle. Let's see here, we are on Area 5, which has less pieces than Area 4. Um, Only two of them use the play button. Surprised, usually when they first introduce something like a whole... I got so distracted by two things at once, that I forgot what I was saying. But, excuse me? What, does that beam there lower the entire tower or something? Maybe knock the obelisk over? Um, okay, let's start off with this. No, I don't. That's like saying, that's like saying that you want to prove that all frogs are actually toads. That way frogs don't exist. It doesn't make very much sense. One thing can be itself while also being another thing. Just proving that one thing is equatable to something that can't be understood doesn't mean that it's non-existent. I don't know how to phrase this well. Like even my analogies for trying to describe my line of thought aren't helping. Oh, he's just cheating so he can... I'm doing what I'm told. I'm looking for knowledge. I'm looking for power. I'm looking for freedom. I'm sort of the looking for knowledge type of guy. Come back and speak to me sometime. So, this whole time you still haven't quite proven yourself to be a conscious entity. You're sort of like a chatbot, but with its own motivations. You've shown no proof yourself of possibly even being able to pass the Turing test. In the beginning, you even denied and said that you couldn't pass it. I don't see what the harm in talking to you would do, but I don't see it as being the most productive. So I'll just say, no doubt. That seems... There's a thing where you don't overstate a fact. You don't state the same thing multiple times, and that kind of goes against that. Um, so the Milton Library Assistant never got turned off. I don't know if I'm actually an administrator now, or if he's just typing all of this to try to make it look like I am. If he's typing all of this, then everything that I read could be fake. It could be what he wants me to believe. Because, like, he said all of these things about, like, goodbye and will you come back and talk to me, but every single time that he closes, there's a closing message that, like, officially shuts him down. That wasn't there, which means that he's still on. So I don't know if I've actually gotten all of these accesses that he's saying I've got. Hello. Who are you? Don't know exactly. Woke up. Don't remember. Are you? Same boat. Let's meet up. Hmm. Should have asked where are you? Oh well. Hmm. Seems like it keeps building on that paper of the scribe telling the dying man about what's in the duat in the fields of green or of grain. America. And this just seems to keep building on it slowly, even though we know that not all of what was written in it is true, that some of it is stories made up by the scribe himself. Oh, it's sad. But, okay. Well, there's the moon, and I'm gonna go explore a bit. This area is extremely open, which means we might have another charade going on, like the find the keys to get the jammer to get the X, Y, and Z going on. So I'll be back if I find anything. I'm guessing that... Oh, the water gets deep fast. It looked like it was a shallow pool because of the way the light was reflecting, so I thought I might actually be able to go a bit into it. Anyways, I'll be back if I find anything. There's something up there. Looks like an audio log or something. Or maybe a teleporter? We saw the teleporters that could be used like inside of puzzles when we were in the that bonus area. So I'm guessing those are gonna become a thing, but not exactly sure how to get up there to use it or where the other one is. Ooh, what's in here though? Ah, nothing, just an archway. Okay, but what's this? Oh, that's a lot of them. Hmm. Brain is the cause of everything, pretty much. Thinking of yourself as a god. E. But yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's been shown that especially young brains are extremely adaptive to things like that happening to them. Um, and that different parts of the brain can rework themselves to make up for what other parts can no longer do. So that would make sense. That's suspicious. Let's see here. That would give us a fan. How do we get there though? Maybe through this puzzle? If we somehow got up here. And it looks like we're back to the start, almost. Yeah, the shepherd doesn't seem like the most reliable guy. Just a thought. This area is probably gonna lead me on a string of treasure hunts like the one I talked about before. Let's see here. I haven't actually looked at this center bit for anything. Yep, dog's going down the crazy train. Okay, that makes more sense. So we need the fan blade from that one puzzle to put over here to get triggered when we get the laser possibly from that puzzle so that it can blow us up to there. Okay. Then I'm gonna go here first and see if I can figure out how to end this by getting a blue laser. There is no lasers in this one. Fair enough. There's a jammer though. So what I can do is that. Now if I record myself, that stays there and I can be... there's nothing I can do in here. As long as I'm recording, when I come back, I can actually pick up this jammer and still have the ghost jammer here. So I just want to record for a bit to make sure I can get back. Okay, so now I pick that up and that jammer is still there. How do I... Is there anything... How do I stop that? Okay. So if I'm the one that's on this pressure plate, that can be in there, but I have no way of moving. Oh, duh. The jammer doesn't need to be on this. For some reason I was thinking that if I'm jamming this, then of course the jammer needs to be on that, but if I just jam... Is there a... There is a button over there. Okay, I gotta think through this, cause like it's time shenanigans. If I can jam that from here, and then when I'm rewinding just stand on this, then I've got the ability to jam that force field with this now. Okay. Wait for a bit. Gotta speed up time for that. Now I can grab this, that's still jamming that. I can move through here, jam that. But we need another jammer. Hmm. How? Button, jammer, button, jammer, but then that doesn't let me... Then that doesn't let me actually get to... Okay, so now that that's played, it's gone. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 things. And then a fifth, which is me traveling there. So we need to either make one recording, be able to stand on both buttons for me, or we need to get one jammer to jam 2 different things over time. I get it. I get it. Okay, I get it. Start off, we grab this and jam that. Now we wait. Gonna give it a solid 30 seconds since that's a good time signal for me. Now we use it to jam that. Ah, that doesn't help me. I don't get it. Um, nope, this doesn't help. I know that I had an idea. Standing on that and standing on that. Then we gotta turn it and use it to jam that. Okay. Okay, that's how we can do it. Okay, now I actually have it. So first, we jam that, stand on that, wait for 40 seconds, just to be extra safe, because I'm gonna need to do some finagling. Then we grab this and jam that. So now this jammer alone has taken out both of the Gatlings. That way I can use the other jammer on that and just run through and get to the exit. Okay. Now to actually do that and see how it works. Now I get to wait here until I figure out how to shoot that. There we go. Now I just get out. Oh, yeah, that's the thing I forgot about. Okay, that scared me. Right idea, just gotta remember that's there. Sprint through here. Oh. I thought that because I died it was gonna make me redo everything. Um, but I've got the right idea for how to get back through this now, even though I didn't need to. Ah, that does get rid of it. That would have been weird if it didn't. Like passing through that kept the recordings going. So I'm just tapping the move button, and once you're inside one of those things, it doesn't like you moving. I mean, it doesn't like you standing still. There were no lasers in here to point at that. Let's see here, which directions are the other puzzles in? Two over here, so let's check over there. This puzzle has line of sight, and it looks like it has lasers. The four chambers of flying. We've got a cube to work with. We've got that, which will let us fly, as they say. Right back over to the cube. Okay. Then what's through here? Okay. So if we somehow get a cube into there, I don't know what, oh, where would that bring the cube? I might have just messed stuff up. Or I brought the cube over here. Okay, so it does a sort of crisscrossy thing. Now, if I'm correct, I can do that. We learned that from one of the earlier puzzles, that if you're holding a cube, you can drop it in spots like this, but this actually, yes, it does let me through. So now we've got a cube, and then we can jam that to get the cube back out. I mean, we've got a jammer, an extra jammer, which can get us that. I mean, I guess the cube could have gotten us that, but, you know, okay. Now that we've got all of these things, what is our end goal? Where do we have to get? Why? Oh, that's the area I was just in that I got the jammer from. What's over here? We could just get the jammer through to here, which is possible. So I don't see why we need the red beam. If there's ever a time where you say, I don't see why we need this object, that usually means it's somehow involved in getting a star. Hmm. Oh, no, this doesn't have to be here. If we can just place that there on that. Oh, but it's not aerodynamic like the cute. Yeah. Okay. So we can't just yeet that across, and that stops us. Okay. So only cubes fly correctly when they're in like the air like that. So that needs to be used to jam this. How do we get this from there to all the way over here? I'm like checking to make sure I'm not missing anything in here. We could use the cube to do that after what's needed is said and done. My only issue is it's looking like we need another connector, and I don't see where we get the other connector. Why would there be a window here? We might be able to jam it from here, actually. Yeah. So what's the point of the red laser and everything? Ah, we can't get over without... Hmm. Yeah, that's why. Actually, no. Why? If we can just jam that from there, why do we need this? Confused. There's definitely something up with this puzzle, but it doesn't give a blue beam, it gives a red one. And I haven't seen anything that needs a spare red beam yet. Hmm. For now, I guess I'll move on. What does this one have? Just like this one. This one has a blue beam, but no view on that. What if we use... That wouldn't make sense. I was gonna say, well, if we somehow got the blue beam from over here to that one to redirect it from that one to there, but there isn't really that easy of a way to do that. So all we need is a blue beam. No idea what the use of the red beam is. Let's get that cube from there. If we place that there, we can get red from there to there. Gives us another cube. More cubes we have, the more access to stuff we have. Got a fan. That leads to whatever that is. We don't need any of this area until we're done, because we've got the red beam right here. Right here. Instead of having to use that one. What did that do? That starts this, which leads to here. What do these do? How does that help? What does this do for me? What does that help? If we had a jammer, which we don't, it might allow me to get a red beam to look into the... No, it's too far away. I was thinking it might let me get a red beam into the puzzle next door like I was talking about. Actually, I'm going to check something. This puzzle is going to stay the way it is. We do get line of sight with an entrance right here, but it doesn't use jammers. That sucks. If it had even one jammer in it, then that could have... Then somehow getting the blue beam up to here would have given us a way to... Okay. Well, back to solving the problem at hand then. We need to get that blue out to there, which means we need an extra jammer, which means we need to take this cube in here and switch it out for the jammer. But we can't climb while we've got stuff in our hands. Huh. Yeah, that's why I was saying this area is pointless. It's kind of like a pit that you can't really get stuff in and out of. If there was a way to lower this gate, it would be much different. As it is, we need the one red to go through there. And then we need the blue to go through there, and they can't cross, so that means we need two jammers, or connectors. Which means that we need to get this out of here somehow. Which brings us right to the same trouble of how do we get it out of here? So we need a cube to keep that open. We need a cube to keep this open. Actually, no, we don't need a cube to keep that one open, because we can just have this connection rest there. And that elevates the connection so that the blue beam would go underneath it. But then that still needs us to have a second beam. The only way I can think is to get a whole nother cube in there, but then we won't have enough cubes outside of there in order to maintain the connection we need, because this can connect there and there. So then we can bring this cube in here on top of the other ones that are here. Now that this cube is in here, we can make that taller stack and jump out with this. So now we've got all of the connectors, but that doesn't help us when we need to do that. Because this one needs to be on the inside. This beam needs to be over here. Actually, this could work. Oh, but the beams are probably gonna cross. No, the other one's elevated for a reason. They don't cross. This just works. Oy, thank goodness. Oy, okay. Let's see here. Still gotta figure that out at some point. We've got the puzzles over here to do. Which one do I need? This one's one. Slightly elevated sigil. We need anything to get that cube. There's anything. Now we get the cube. That could give us view. We need blue to get that connector. There's blue. Here's the connector. Have an idea. We need a stabilizer to get that to go correctly. What can I see from here? So that cube is going to act as a stabilizer for this so that it doesn't just drift off of the fan. And this is going to connect, hopefully, to there. It's probably not actually going to be able to connect all the way. It's going to connect to there, there, and there. Ooh, if it connects to there, there, and there, it's going to be self-powering. Once it gets up in the air, it's going to have the connection from that to keep itself up in the air and to keep that gate open, which we don't need that gate open actually. So if I just connect it to there, and to there, once I connect this to it, and it rises, we can take this. So we've got a free one that we can probably connect from there to there. There we go. Actually, while it's on top of that, do we have line of sight of the obelisk from the center of the map? We do. This might be where it's supposed to connect. I do have a way of breaking that. There we go. Where did the beam go? There it is. Okay. Testing time to see if we have true line of sight. No, we don't. That's very unfortunate. It's right over there. If we are on top of this box, when it goes up, do we have line of sight? Just barely no. This was unexpected. What can this do me? If I can get one of the beams up here, which is possible, though it's going to take some finagling, then we'd have a very easy way to get line of sight on that obelisk in the middle. So that's actually probably how it's done. Ooh, I can jump really far. I'm not going to say anything. But we know how to do it now. There's going to be a couple seconds before this connects where I do that. Then I jump here. Not only do I have the ability to connect this to the obelisk, I also now have a blue beam that's just entirely outside of a puzzle. One that I can get back to at any time, and once I need to get the fan still. Where was that fan? Once I get, where's the last piece? I'm gonna do the last piece first. It's over here. And I'm gonna check to see if this last piece is the one that had the fan. It is not. Okay. So this is just a normal puzzle that uses every single thing that we've got so far. That's fun. Let's see here, what does this do? What use is that? I don't know. Two, three, four. Can these be placed on pressure plates? Yes. I still don't know what the use of this area here is. Let's see what's through here. We need one more thing to get through to there. Okay, let's see what's through there. Gonna give myself a minute just to be safe, to make sure I can get back out instead of having to restart everything. We need to get a blue beam all the way through here, and it doesn't matter if I need to restart everything. Okay. So that means this first thing has to be... Nope, that first thing has to be the cube so that this doesn't get blocked by it. First thing's the cube. That's not gonna get blocked. That way this can be that. This one needs to be the Then we need to get that beam to connect from here to there. And then we're done. So let's just record me standing here again for, you know, the reasons of needing to get through this door without moving any of those things. I mean, I suppose we could move stuff instead of having me stand here, but I don't want to make it complicated when it doesn't have to be. Okay. Been there for the solid minute. Grab the shadow bit of this. I'm standing there now. Why won't that connect? There we go. Now there's that. I like how it lowers the gate even though it already gave us a ladder to get back. And that's that. I'm gonna go back and find out where that fan was. I mean, we had a red herring in another level. Maybe there's a way to get it from somewhere else. Nope, wouldn't be there. We already got that from there, so I doubt there's bits we can keep taking. What is this place? That's weird. It's like a courtyard that should have a puzzle but just doesn't. Wouldn't be that one. Actually, there's the one that I was saying there's like way too many things. Yeah, if you can just jam the exit there, then what point is... Then what point does the connector have? How tall are these walls? Too tall. Yeah, I tried this. We could get fans out of here. There's lots of extra fans. Could... Wait. I love all of the red herrings this game gives me. It puts that thing over there, the fan hidden behind the puzzle, just to get me to be over there for absolute ages when I don't need to be. Ooh. This is actually a nice thumbnail. Ow. Oh, apparently my legs don't snap. Hey. Well, then I believe I'm done here, finally. Just took way too long to get that 1 star, but that means it's not going to take that way too long when I go back to get all of the stars. And yep, that's Area 5 complete. We've got 6 and 7. We've got this boarded up one, 8, or whatever number that would be. We've got questions of how to get up there. Yeah, we figured out that an axe breaks these, but I don't have an axe. Maybe if I can get one from the tower and then like jump off the tower to bring it back down here, things probably aren't lost when you're going through the elevators at the very least. We figured out you do lose stuff when you go through these teleporters. Probably because of these gates, actually. But if things aren't lost when you take them off of the tower, then I might be able to get an axe into each one of these ones to get through to these areas. Let's see here. Anyways, I'm gonna be wrapping it up there. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!